Good morning. If you'd like to stand, we'll sing our call to worship. One, two, one, two, three, four. You have but one mission, and that's to live your life. You have but one mission, and that is all. No more fooling around, asking anyone's permission. Just ask your very heart and soul. I have but one mission, and that's to live my life. I have but one mission, that is all. I'm tired of fooling around, asking anyone's permission to just ask your very heart and soul. You have but one mission, and that's to live your life. You have but one mission, that is all. No more fooling around, asking anyone's permission. Just ask your very heart and soul. Just ask your very heart and soul. Just ask your very heart and soul.
Welcome, the brave souls who are here. I'm Ann Reed, and I'm your worship assistant today. I'm actually substituting for Bob. Do I look like Bob? I try to look like Bob. My voice is really low like Bob's. Unfortunately, he's not feeling well, so he stayed home today to not share his whatever with all of us. And I'm sure we'll be back next week. So again, welcome to everyone, and we will get started today. We'll start with some announcements, and I'd like to lead with the fact that there will be a service this coming Saturday, January the 18th at 1 p.m. for Jackie Millard Lambert. A week from when? Oh, what's today? Oh, I'm so confused. Thank you. It's on Saturday, January the 18th. So whatever I said to begin with, ignore that. And just remember that part of it. It will be here at the church, and it begins at 1 p.m. So thank you, Angels, for organizing this. I know Kelly's very grateful about that. There is a Prosperity Plus class, which is being offered again this year by our Reverend Kit Holmes. Thank you, Kit. That will begin this Thursday, January 9th, right? Right date? Okay, got it. The classes will occur by Zoom from January 9th through February the 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. So there's still time to sign up if you're interested. There's a sign-up sheet out in the hallway. The class is free, but the cost of materials is $39. It is a tithing class, and you will be asked to tithe 10% of your weekly income to Unity of Traverse City. Participants will acquire the tools for working with the spiritual laws of abundance and prosperity so that you can demonstrate abundance in all areas of your life. So again, there's a sign-up sheet. I would encourage any of you who have any interest to do this. I've done it. It was wonderful. It's still wonderful. Things are still happening that I wrote on my piece of paper I wanted to have happen, so do it. If you have any questions, please see Kit or myself. This is Script Sunday, so don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider purchasing cards through the Script program for all of your shopping needs. It's like buying a gift card, and then you just take that card to Target or Shell or Meijer, wherever you want to shop, and a portion of that does come back to the church. So it's a great way to meet your own needs, but also have some money come into Unity. And with that, Carol, we'll move to our next song.
If you'd like to stand, this is the grace chant. It's something we do in a round, so we'll sing it together once, and then Meg will go first, and you guys can go with Meg, and then we'll go second. You guys can come with me, and then we'll sing it twice in a round. Not too difficult. Just go with Meg, or me. I'll try to play the right notes now. Into thy hands I commit my spirit, thy will is my will, heal me at death, so that I may glorify God. Reveal that which needs to be revealed, heal that which needs to be healed, so that I may glorify God. Into thy hands I commit my spirit, thy will is my will, heal me at depth, so that I may glorify God. Reveal into thy hands I commit my spirit, thy will is thy will, heal me at depth, so that I may glorify God. Reveal that which needs to be revealed, heal that which needs to be healed, so that I may glorify God. Into thy hands I commit my spirit, thy will is my will, heal me at depth, so that I may glorify God. Reveal that which needs to be revealed, heal that which needs to be healed, so that I may glorify God.
Thank you. That's always one of my favorites. I love that. So we'll begin today's service with an opening prayer. So if you would, again, get comfortable in your seats. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. And we'll begin with Dear Spirit. Dear Spirit, we are happy on this beautiful wintry day. In fact, our hearts are filled with so much joy that we want to share it everywhere we go and with everyone we meet. As we have grown spiritually, we have deepened our joy. We understand that true joy doesn't come from having possessions or the perfect home. Neither does it come from cultivating a flawless appearance. All these things can be gone in the blink of an eye. But when we have spiritual joy in our minds and hearts, we can trust in its permanence. True lifelong joy derives from our relationship with the divine, and we practice deepening this connection by seeing the divine in everyone. We know we are all part of this wonderful spirit, and as we share our heartfelt gladness through words and actions, our joy grows and grows. We are grateful for our time together today, for the tremendous beauty and wildness of nature, for the wisdom that comes from our divine intelligence, and for our love. Amen. And let's now share our statement of unity, which is on the screen. Let's say together, I am one with the divine healing presence. I am whole.
I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited, right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited, there are no no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now, right now.
I'd like to begin today's meditation with a poem from a daily word, actually, excuse me, written by Mary Berg. So please close your eyes, settle comfortably into your seats, breathe, and I'll read the poem from Mary. As the conscious thread within me meets the outer cords of strife, may this double thread remind me of the warp and weft of life. The eternal soul within me forms not a single strand of the mystery and the oneness connecting spirit to my hand. There's the outer thread that calls me. Here's the eagle's wind-borne cry, chants in tune with soaring choirs, creates songs and lullabies. Grant that you may grasp me fully. Keep these golden silks entwined. Weave the inner thread of spirit with this outer life of mine. At times we may feel hemmed in by circumstances, limited by what we perceive as lack of opportunity, or we're faced with an unwelcome situation and feel there's no good choice. When this happens, we may feel anything but free. But rather than despair, we find freedom in spirit and the limitless expressions of our divinity. Shifting our perspective from the limits of the world to the expanse and perfection of spirit, peace fills us. We relax and remember that no earthly trouble is greater or more enduring than God. We claim the power of God and feel a strength beyond mere human strength. As moment by moment, we release limiting beliefs and reclaim the power we had given to our problems. So as we sit in silence, let's release any limitations or feelings of hopelessness and reflect on the expanse and perfection of spirit, knowing we are all connected to its power and endurance. Yes, spirit lives in all of us, and we are all spirit. This truth is our freedom, and for that, we are very grateful. Amen.
We are open to our good.
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 As we give, so we receive. As much as we believe,
We are open.
open to our good. Love is everywhere around us, moving in and through us. Every moment, every day, so much love along the way. We are open to our good.
We are open to our good.
We are open to our good.
We are
As we give, so we receive. As much as we believe, we are open to our good. Joy is everywhere around us, moving in and through us. Every moment, every day, so much joy along the way. We are open to our good.
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 As we give, so we receive. As much as we believe, we are open to our good. Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Open to our good.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'd like to turn the service over to our beloved, our respected, our glorious, our wonderful Kit Holmes.
Thank you, Ann. We are open to our good, or that's the idea, isn't it? We often, okay, I'm not going to say we, I'm going to own it. And I'm going to say that I do my spiritual mind treatment, my affirmative prayers to know my good, to receive my good, and yet there is a part of me that remains closed to it. I see lots of nodding heads. What does that mean? That means that I recognize that I still have some beliefs, I still have some old paradigms, I still have some mental habits that my immediate first thought is not, I'm open, I am receptive, it's, oh, that's not going to work. Right? So being open to our good and affirming that regularly, even when we don't yet believe it. That's why that line is in that song. That's why I wrote that line in that song. As much as we believe, we are open to our good. And so in this spiritual teaching that we call New Thought, it is all about belief. And that, of course, goes back long before New Thought was a New Thought thing. It goes back to the ancient wisdom. It goes back to the teachings of the master teacher, Jesus. It goes back well before that. It is done to you as you believe. It is all about consciousness. So we are in a new year. We are 5 days into 2025. I know, 5 days already. I'm like, what is happening? Moving at warp speed, it seems to be. Open to our good that is everywhere around us. Love, joy, abundance, peace, balance, beauty, harmony, power. And that word power can be like, what does that mean? I'm not talking about power over. I am talking about standing in the personal power that we have, knowing that we are individualized expressions of the divine. Coming from that place of power that says, if God is, Spirit is, whatever name that we give it, if it is operating through us and as us, that means we are never separate from it. And if that power and that presence that created everything is in us, including it created us, seeking its greatest expression through us, then doesn't that follow? Will it not follow that we have everything we need to bring that expression into a demonstration? This is the teaching behind the Prosperity Plus class. It is a spiritually based program that uses all of the spiritual tools and principles that we use day in and day out to move those old beliefs out of the way. There is this thing called the power of decision. With New Year's and the new day and all of these things, and I think you did a burning bowl last week, is that correct? Okay. So I did one for an online service for Unity of Davis, California last week. They call it the melting bowl because it's online, and unless people want to, they're welcome to set their own things on fire if they'd like. But the melting bowl idea is that ahead of time, they are mailed this dissolving paper. And in that process, we go through the ritual, the physical ritual of releasing, of writing things down that we want to release. So in spiritual principle and in the principle of nature, when we let go of something, we create a space. That nature will, in its own time, in its own way, want to refill. And in our human psyches, we also will fill in the blank, as it were. If we're not careful, we will fill it in with everything that we just said that we wanted to let go of. If the mental habit is not adjusted, if it's not transformed, if it's not healed, if it's not really you really let go. And it is a process. We do this year in and year out. I do this year in and year out. But I don't just do it at the new year. It is a daily process of our spiritual practice of release, seeking the new, allowing it in, opening to that good, and giving ourselves permission to receive it. It sounds, when you say it out loud, when I say this out loud, it sounds illogical. It's like, why would I say no? Why would I say no to the good that I seek? It is a practiced mental habit. Everything that we do as human beings, every part of our belief system is a practiced mental habit. And we did it through repetition. We've done it maybe sometimes for decades, the same message, until it surfaces in the manifestation of the conditions we see in our lives. And we finally go, oh, wait a minute, this is not working. Something needs to change. And our habit with it, our first thing that a mental habit is, it's something outside of us that caused us to do all this madness that's happening in our lives, and we blame everybody else, and we say it's their fault, and this is happening to me, and I'm a victim, and I can't do anything about it. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. I don't know if any of you have ever been through that, but I have found myself more than once shaking my fist because all of a sudden my practice goes out the window that says, oh, God is a part of me, and then all of a sudden now it's not working out the way I wanted it to, so now all of a sudden I've put God out there, and then I can be really, really like righteous. Say, it's your fault. I'm doing all of my work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And all the while, as I've learned through many years of my practice, is there is that still small voice in me saying, no, you haven't. No, you're not. You know what it is you're supposed to be doing. You know what it is that will open that valve on your good a little further. And so I go back into my spiritual practice. I make a decision. I resolve to do different. I set an intention to change my behavior, and that is, I know that I asked Bob about this a couple weeks ago, that they used to do white stone in here the following week after Burning Bowl. So what I would like to offer with you today is that I'm going to talk a little bit more, give you a little bit more idea about the Prosperity Plus class. I know that some of you are in the room that did this the last time and had no Ann, you just blew it out of the water doing your work with it. And but the invitation is that you think of this class as 7 weeks of a white stone. That's my invitation to you. Because we are going to be working with the spiritual principles that allow us to change the practiced mental habits, release the old ones, replace them with new, healthier ones, more productive ones that bring those things in. And we will be talking about a lot about the fear that comes up in our nervous system when we get ready to make a change, especially a significant change like I am deciding to live richly. I am deciding to live happily. I am deciding to live in vibrant health. The little twist in the gut that says, uh-oh, we're changing, can be nurtured. It can be patted on the head and loved and say, it's really okay. If we really want to live the life we truly want to live and allow all of that good in, the habits that we have had up to this point that have not brought us there need to change. And that's what we're going to be working with. There is a book called The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker, and I cite it often when I do my talks because it's one of those books that I go back to again and again and again. And that simple idea of making a decision, like really, like, okay, I am willing to do this differently. There is power in that moment. There is great power in that moment. There are so many wonderful quotes about our decisions. Emerson said, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Deepak Chopra says, if you obsess over whether you are making the right decision, you are basically assuming that the universe will reward you for one thing and punish you for another. The universe has no fixed agenda. We talk about the law, we talk about universe, we talk about the energy behind. When we give it a form, it is neutral. It does not care one whit about who is giving it form. It just says yes. So the universe has no fixed agenda. And we've heard that in Scripture before. The rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, the just and the unjust alike. It does not say, okay, I'm going to answer your prayer, but I'm not going to answer yours. It's not how it works. Once you make any decision, the universe works around that decision. There is no right or wrong, only a series of possibilities that shift with each thought, feeling, and action that you experience. We have heard another one of these from Goethe. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. That, in all of these things, is now what we call quantum physics. We live in a field of infinite possibility, and we have the beautiful, the physicists now, the science that proves the theory of quantum physics that says we live in this infinite field of possibility, and as soon as we give one possibility our attention, it collapses the wave, and things move in the direction of bringing it into form. That's the simple description of it. So every thought powered by an emotion, and the more powerful that emotion and the more clear and precise that thought, To the degree that we believe it is possible, it will and it must, by spiritual law and physical law, manifest. It must. It's a mathematically precise system. It's really cool to step back and ponder that for a while when you're not in crisis, right? Because when we are in crisis, our nervous system shuts down all of our logic and says, run, or freeze, or fawn. So this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be working with in the Prosperity Plus class. And it's the safe environment that you get to ask those questions without judgment, to say, well, how does this work? The thing itself, how it works, how law works, how substance works. And it's not a deep dive into real heady stuff. It goes right directly to the source of the belief. What are the beliefs that are getting in the way? And we start to gently unearth them. Start pulling up like the weeds by the roots, and then replacing with the seeds of really healthy, the kind of plants that you want to have experienced growing in your life. And it's not just about money. That's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, it's tithing. There's that word, that scary, scary word that is been so damaging and so icky, for lack of a better term, for a lot of people, including me, for a lot of years. Tithing of the money, but it's also tithing of your time and talent. Because at the heart of all of this, and whether you take this class or not, is about learning the law of circulation. We are in a reciprocal relationship with the divine. When we are in that beautiful flow, there is a constant give and a constant take, and it is always moving around us, always available to us, open to our good. It is always there as much as we believe. And we keep turning the valve open or closed depending on our fears, our worries, our doubts. Nothing shuts the flow off more quickly than worry. Because as soon as we go into worry, and this is that tithing thing, we're going to talk a lot about that. As soon as we go into the I don't have enough to tithe, we are right in lack thinking. We have closed the valve. We have stomped on the garden hose. I mean, really, that's the visual. And I can tell you in my own life and my own experience with it is when I slip away and I am not consistent in my tithing, my income dries up. I have proven the law to myself again and again and again. And I am not willing to do that anymore because it's like, okay, got it. I got the lesson. It is focusing on the absolute good, the abundance that we have in every single moment. Making the decision to live in gratitude. Making the decision to live peacefully, to release the things from our lives that stir us up, tear us up inside. I know a lot of people I've seen, this is so funny, it's kind of like a paradox. I've seen so many people saying for the new year, they're going on a social media diet or fast. They're stepping away from social media, but they're using social media to say, I'm getting off social media. It's energy. Everything is energy. We know that, right? Everything is energy. And so the energy of everything has to move so quickly, and you have this information coming at you, and you have to decide whether it's truthful or not, or whether you can believe it, or you can trust it, or it makes you angry, or it stirs you up, or. It's being willing to say, my nervous system can't handle that anymore. It's too much. And these are the questions that we will be asking as well. What in my day-to-day life, every decision that I make, if it is based on giving myself more life or continuing in drama that I don't really want, is what I'm about to do next, is what I'm about to say next going to contribute to my peace and well-being, or is it going to contribute to more drama? The power of decision and the power of opening ourselves to knowing we live in an infinitely abundant universe. All I have to do is look out the window and see snow on the ground and say, I couldn't begin to count the number of snowflakes or snow pellets or ice pellets or however the form you want to give them. There's no way that I could count them, that any of us could count them. The infinitely abundant nature of God, of Spirit, is within us. Waiting in quiet repose, I think, as Emerson says. It waits on us to get our bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine circuits. And I'm not claiming that anyone in this room is a bloated nothingness. Please hear that, because you're not. We're not. But what it's talking about is that ego. It's that thought that says, I have to be in control. I have to know the outcome ahead of time. I have to do all this stuff. I have to do and do and do and do and do and do and do. And the thing is to begin to reverse that, transform that to don't just do something, sit there. Don't just do something, sit there. Yes, I'm saying that correctly. Because especially in this country, in this society, is we have to do and do and do and do and do and do in order to fill up some perceived hole that we know in this teaching is not there and cannot be filled by anything outside of ourselves. So I invite you, as I said, to consider. You still have a few days to do this. This is an easy thing. It's a 7-week program. This is the logistical part of the class. It's 7 weeks. It's on Zoom. It's on Thursday nights, 6 to 8 p.m. And the master teacher that I am facilitating with and for is Mary Morrissey, who has been doing this work for close to 50 years now. An amazing teacher. She was it still is, my mentor for a few years. I did my coaching training through her Brave Thinking Institute. I was in the Brave Thinking program for about a year and a half, about 8 years ago. Life-changing. All about consciousness. All about consciousness and the nuances. That's the beauty. Is that in the 7 weeks, what you begin with, you build on and you build on and you build on and you build on, and it gives you a set of tools that you can take with you for the rest of your life to work no matter what situation, no matter what you want to do. And I'll say it again, it's not just about money, not just about tithing. It is being in the law of circulation. It is being in the flow, in our health, in our relationships, in what we do in the world, our vocation, whether we get paid for it or not. It's what we know we are called to do. And the fourth area is what's called time and money freedom. Are you free to do what you would like to do, when you want to do it, where you want to do it? Do you feel like you have the freedom to give to the things that you want to give to, your time and your talent and your money? So it is called what's called full spectrum wealth. Those 4 basic areas of your life. Because you can be out of balance with with one or with two or more in your life. You can be enormously wealthy financially and absolutely destitute spiritually. We probably know people like that. I know people like that. Or they are well off in so many areas of their lives except in their health. And it's changing the consciousness around that so that there is a beautiful balance and ebb and flow that keeps you in the flow of being connected with Source, knowing you are consciously connected with Source. So again, my invitation is let this class be your white stone of bringing in what Spirit wants to express through you and as you. We get to decide, the power of decision, we get to decide in every moment, every day. Do I want to see love in the world? Do I want to see strife? Do I want to feel peace in the world? Do I want to see chaos? And I say the word want, it's like, well, no, I don't want to see chaos, but it's getting in touch with what's going on in the subconscious. If you look at the conditions of your life right now, today, that will tell you the curriculum of your life. Your operating system, your subconscious mind, your beliefs, your paradigms, all of those things every single day give you the results that you experience every day. If you are a volunteer with your time and your talent, you will get more opportunities to give your time and talent. If you tithe with your money, you will have more opportunities to see an income flow increase magnificently. If you are a person of increase in any way, it's that old thing that the more we are grateful for, the more we have to be grateful for. What we think about, we bring about. What we resist persists. You've heard all of these things in New Thought. You know these sayings. They are truisms because they are true. Where we place our attention on anything, we get more of. And when we go into it with fear or doubt or worry or clutching tightly to, we get more to hang on to and go, whoa. And it's the practice of opening our hands, opening ourselves to the good that already exists. We are not creating the good. It already is. It has your name on it. As Emma Curtis Hopkins says, there is good for me and I ought to have it. That claim, that really direct claim, it's here. It is in the field of infinite possibility. It is waiting on me to say yes. And so practicing claiming my good, opening to my good, deciding I am going to live the next level good of my life. And I really hope that you will join. I know some of you already signed up. I really hope that you will join for this. It's a deep dive. I'll just tell you that. It's a deep dive and it's really worth it. So every moment is a moment of power when you know you have choice. You have choice. I'm giving you permission to know you have choice. If you need permission. Life can be happy or life can be blue. You get the one you're giving your attention to. That is the line from the song that I'm going to do here in just a minute, called It's a New Day. So choose. Choose to live richly. Choose to live with more joy and beauty. Choose to live with more fun. Oh my goodness, like for me, all these years in my spiritual practice, finally getting, it doesn't have to be so serious. That in itself is a belief in lack, that everything, the belief that says that everything must be hard and I must struggle, and I must strive, and I must overcome, and I must leap tall buildings in a single bound. No! Done it. Been there. Many t-shirts. Many hats. And it's finally gotten in. And I'm just going to correct myself right there. Even using the word finally is a judgment of myself. I got to it when I got to it. I got to the level of awareness I got to through the practice, and up-leveling and having many steps, little tumbles backwards. Or what felt like backwards was no, just the next level of you got the lesson. Okay, you got the lesson. Let's move on. And it can be fun. It's especially fun when you see the increase of all the things that you are focusing on. It's real fun. I had an experience a couple weeks ago when I did a shift in consciousness, and it was around forgiveness. And in that week, the things that opened up were like bing, bang, bang. And I was like, yeah, baby. This is what it's about. It is deciding to live richly in all areas of our lives. So I invite you to choose. I thank you for being here today. Thank you. Life can be happy. Life can be blue. You get the one you're giving your attention to. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you for having me back. I will see you in class on Thursday. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Kit. Well, speaking of being open, it's time to open your wallet and share your wealth with Unity of Traverse City if you so choose. This is the time of our offering, a time to share our financial gifts with the ministry. As children of a loving God, we live in the light of abundance, deeply grateful for all that has been given and all that is to come. We embrace the good that God provides with joy and thanksgiving. So if we could say our prosperity blessing together. I remember that I am a divine expression of spirit that blesses me with abundant prosperity in all areas of my life.
Okay. You ready, band? Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, yeah. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day right now. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, a brand new day right now. You got your body, your hands, your eyes, and your ears. You've got your mind, your thoughts, your dreams, and your fears. You've got your soul, beautiful soul, oh yeah. Life can be happy, life can be blue. You get the one you're giving your attention to. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day right now. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, a brand new day right now. You got your pride, but don't let it get in your way. You got your past, but it ain't who you are today. You've got your soul, a beautiful soul, oh yeah. Every moment is mighty, you get to choose. Shine your loving light, you got nothing to lose. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day right now. It's a new precious soul, a beautiful soul, oh yeah. It's always darkest just before dawn, so quit all your fussing and carrying on. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day right now. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day, a brand new day right now. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a new day right now. It's a new day, it's a new day, it's a brand new day right now. It's a brand new day right now. It's a brand new day right now. It's a brand new day, oh.
It's a brand new day.
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 You can be happy, you're blue.
It's a brand new day.
It's all up to you.
It's a brand new day.
It's always darkest just before the
It's a
dawn.
brand new day.
Quit all your fussing and carrying
It's a
on.
brand new day.
It's a 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 brand new day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we're so fortunate. Thank you so much, Kit. And music team, as always. Well, I love it. I just love it. I want to say welcome to any first-time guests. We might have a couple there in the back. We have a young one, and she was so great through the whole service. So happy to see you're here. We do have packets available for anyone who would like to learn more about Unity of Traverse City. The ushers can give those to you in the back. We also will have prayer chaplains available after the service. Usually someone's here and someone's out in the hallway. So if you have any special prayer requests, please do take advantage of that really wonderful service that we're able to offer. And I would like to talk a little bit about prayer before we form the circle. Last week, I was in Kentucky at my brother's, and the reason that I'd gone to Kentucky was because my niece has glioblastoma, which is a tumor that's formed at the base of her brain, top of her spine. Excuse me, so it's inoperable. She happens to have a form that is called pediatric glioblastoma, and was accepted into a clinical trial at the Children's Hospital in Cincinnati. And that's been going on for a year. So I've sent in at least 4 requests to Unity Worldwide for her. And anytime we form the circle, which we'll do in just a second, I either think her name or say her name into the circle. Glioblastoma is almost always fatal. It grows. Her tumor is shrinking. And if you have any doubt about prayer and whether it works, she's one example that I believe is benefiting from not just our prayers, but prayers from many, many, many others. So I just wanted to share that because to me it was just amazing. So to be in her presence and to know that and to celebrate that was really, really special. So with that, I would invite you to form our circle. We are reforming the circle. Ah, there we go. Wow, that was really impressive. Yeah. All right. If you do have a name of someone that you would like some special prayers sent to, please feel free to either say that name into the circle, think it, whatever you're comfortable with, and know that the universe will provide, does provide. Thank you, Kay. Yeah. Kit, do you have any final words that you might want to offer?
We know that these intentions are already heard before the words are ever spoken. They are already heard. They are already done. We believe it.
Thank you. And with that, let's say our prayer for protection.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.